Hello. In this video, you will learn how to use the ABI Inform Complete database to conduct research for your marketing plan. First, log into My Monroe. When you're logged in, you'll see your information appear here. Then click on the Library Resources icon. Then click on Databases. Then click on ABI Inform Complete. Once in ABI Inform, click on Advanced Search. In Advanced Search, you'll have the opportunity to search for a specific NAICS code. If you're not sure what to enter in this field, please see the guide on NAICS codes or the guide on how to identify a relevant NAICS code. For this video, we will use the following NAICS code. However, you will want to use a code that is specific to the industry, company, competitors that you are researching. Once I've entered the NAICS code, I'll also select the full text option. I almost always want to select the full text option so that I'll only retrieve results where I can read the entire report or article instead of just a summary. Additionally, under document type, I'll also select industry report. Industry reports. Then I'll click on search. From these results, I will look for the industry report that is best aligned to the industry that I'm researching. In this case, I'm researching the coffee manufacturing industry. Whenever I'm looking at an article or a report, I want to make sure that if there is a PDF option, that I utilize the PDF option. PDFs will enable me to see tables, charts, and other images that I might not be able to see in the web-based version of the article or report. Industry reports have a great deal of information. However, to get started, I recommend that you look at the table of contents. In the table of contents, you can see a couple of places where you might want to get started. So for example, regarding the coffee manufacturing industry, I'd like to look at the revenue, both historical and projected into the future for the industry. How has the industry fared in the past, and how is it projected to fare in the future? That might be an indicator for me about the opportunities that my organization has. And when I'm creating my SWOT analysis for my organization, that information might help me in my marketing plan, specifically the SWOT analysis section. The other area that I might want to look is at top companies. So the top companies in the industry are listed based on different criteria: revenue, number of employees, etc. So when I look at those top companies, that's going to help me identify potential top competitors that I would like to conduct more research on in order to be able to use that information to develop my analysis of competition section of my marketing plan. So I'll look in the table of contents, see which sections to look at, and then scroll down to look at those sections more carefully. If you find a report or any other resource that's useful for you, I recommend that you go ahead and save that article. You can either download it, that article or that report, you can download it, you can email it to yourself, you can print it. It doesn't matter how you hold on to it, but I recommend that you go ahead and do that now so that you don't waste time later trying to find the report again later. I also recommend that you collect the site information. Let me give you an example here. So if I click on site, it gives me the opportunity to select what type of style that I'm using. And in this case, I'll be using APA 7th edition. And it'll give me an example of a reference in APA 7th edition. These references are computer generated, so I may need to clean them up a little bit in order to make sure they're correctly applying APA style, but it's a really good way to get started on creating my references page for all the resources that I'll be using in my marketing plan. So I would definitely want to go ahead and copy this information and hold on to it, maybe in a Word document or somewhere, so that it at least helps me get started in creating my references page in my marketing plan. In addition to finding industry reports in the ABI Inform Complete database, another excellent tool is the Wall Street Journal. As a Monroe College student, you have full access to the Wall Street Journal. When you go to the Wall Street Journal website, you may hit a paywall after looking at so many articles, but you do have access to the Wall Street Journal articles via the Monroe College databases, specifically the ABI Inform Complete database. So let's click on Advanced Search again. We're going to remove the NAICS code, and we're no longer going to select the industry reports, but all different types of documents. So I'm going to unselect industry reports by selecting everything and then deselecting everything. And then here in the first search box, I'm going to type Wall Street Journal. And next to that search box, from the drop-down menu, I'm going to select publication title, publication title. And in the second search box, I'm going to put in the search that's interesting to me, and I'll probably want to try several different searches. So for example, I can search for a major competitor in this industry. I can search for the industry. I can search for key target markets that I'm interested in. There's a lot of different things that I can search the Wall Street Journal for. But the Wall Street Journal is a great source for company information, industry information, economic information. So it should be a good source for gathering information for your marketing plan. So for example, let me look up a major competitor in the coffee manufacturing industry. In this case, Starbucks. I've already selected full text, so let me click on search. When I conduct a search, I have the option to be able to limit my search to more recent articles. So under publication date, I'm going to click on enter a date range. And I'm going to look for articles that have been published within the last year or two. And then click on update. So now I can review some of these blue titles, which will tell me about articles that were published in the Wall Street Journal that relate to my search. In this case, my search was for Starbucks. So I can find out what kind of challenges Starbucks is experiencing. I can see maybe what is forecasted in terms of their revenue. I can see some issues where they're experiencing labor issues. Let's see here. You can see what sort of types of dining might be interesting to consumers and how that might impact my organization or competitor. I can see how the organization is addressing contemporary issues. So there's a lot of different articles that I'd probably want to take a look at here. And all of that information can help me with different sections of my marketing plan. Learning about a competitor can help me with my analysis of competition section of my marketing plan. Learning about competitors and the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that they experience can help me develop my own SWOT analysis for my own organization and my marketing plan. If I identify products or services that competitors are promoting, then I might also want to consider what that means for my own promotions and the marketing plan that I'm developing for my organization. So there's a lot of different ways that news information in the Wall Street Journal or another reliable news source could potentially help me develop my marketing plan. So for example, in this case, I'm looking at a labor issue. Let me go ahead and click on that. I would want to take a look at that article, glance through it to see if there was something in this article that'd be useful for my marketing plan. If I found something interesting, I want to go ahead and make sure that I hold on to that article as well, just like I did with the industry report. So I'd either want to save this article as a PDF, email it to myself, print it. Any of those options would be fine. Doesn't really matter which option, just whichever option works best for you. And then I want to go ahead and hold on to that site information as well. So these are just a couple of ways that you can use the ABI Inform Complete database in order to help you gather more information for your marketing plan.